So look at all these cars on this dealership. This is crazy. So many. Unreal. Now I'm gonna get jumped by a sales guy. What's up, man?
Yeah, how are you?
Good.
My name is Mike.
How's it going, Mike? Look at all these cars at this Dodge dealership out here. So many. It goes way out over in the back. Way out over in the back. And he says there's overflow. So they've got to pay for all of these cars every single month. Unless they paid cash and did not use a floor plan. These guys are paying a fortune to have this massive amount of inventory and a lot of used cars too. So this is not a cheap endeavor, and there is no shortage of stock here. There's just a massive amount of cars. Look at this, come around the corner, it just keeps on going. Hellcat Durango, Scat Packs. He said there's no markups. That's not a swinger, but that's a nice Scat Pack right there. Oh, it's a standard body. So many cars for sale. It's pretty crazy. Just what a difference. And he is like, the only cars he has a markup on is a Demon, and I think he said maybe a Red Eye, but 2 Hellcat Durangos. Look at that. You want a Jeep? 2 for 1. Just kidding. Oh, 3 Hellcat Durangos. Think there's a price problem, folks? Maybe. More Durangos, more Jeeps. I mean, it goes forever, and they've got to pay for all of these cars. So I'm telling you, we'll get this video started in a second, but there's going to be some opportunities out there real quick, for sure. Look at all these cars. That's a cool Jeep. So many cars. So I told him, check out my swinger and give me what I paid for it, and I'll buy a Hellcat today. I don't think that's going to happen though, but you'll find out once we get into the video. But there he is checking out my car. He's not going to give me that. He's going to tell me why it's worth 55 grand, and then I'm going to leave. But yeah, that thing ain't going for that. All right, see you in a minute. Tell you what happened. Check this out. 1 TRX, 2 TRX. Let's come around here, show you another. It's a cool truck right there. Another cool truck right there. But then another TRX. And another TRX right there. So they've got, what is that? What 4 TRXs floating around here? That is nuts. So I wonder what, oh no, up. Is that that's another one. 5 TRXs. Another TRX hiding back here. Look at that. They got TRXs coming out of their ears. That's crazy. Yeah. And you can't even move those. It's a challenge. They made their bed. Great cars. Oh yeah, $125,000 for a 2024 TRX. $125,000. Jeez, that's just insane. Oh my God, wow. I bet you they got another one. So I think we're at 6 TRXs hanging around this lot. Not sold. $59,000 for a standard body with a markup. Oh wow, look at this. This is a standard body Shaker 392 in Sublime, not a wide body. They want a $20,000 market adjustment, $59,000, $1,500 for a Security Fusion Extreme. Windshield replacement. Why? What's wrong with my windshield? Simonized glass coat ceramic. So $84,000. Now watch. He's gonna tell me my car ain't worth nothing. Yet they want $84,000 for a narrow body 392 Shaker. Remember, same exact year, and they put the front license plate on there, so they ruined it, which means you've got to do some body work on the front to take that piece of junk off. Oh, this is crazy. Can't wait to hear. So $84,000. That's nuts. Well, since they're asking $84,000 for that Scat Pack narrow body.
Which one? The
green one? Jeez, maybe I should ask $75 for mine. the same year, just 9,000 miles. Right?
I don't know.
Dude, if you guys think it's worth 84,000, then
Which one? That green one?
yeah. Shaker, narrow body, the standard body. Doesn't even have the cool wheels.
Yeah, this one brand new.
Mine is brand new too, just 9,000 miles.
9,000 miles, yeah.
Well, how much does that take the price off? 84,000.
I help you on this if you want to trade on this.
Why would I want to trade my car in on this the same exact year?
100%. But I help you on this.
It's a wide body.
So this is whatever the retail price. But when you go inside, if you want to negotiate, we can
Yeah,
negotiate.
they're asking, what, 20,
20,000 markup.
23, 20, shit, 24,500.
And the website is not the price, this one. So
No.
don't worry.
So you're just hoping to catch a sucker? Catch a sucker fish?
Our business.
Car
Everyone's
business.
gonna make his own money.
I know, man.
Because I'm working on it, I wanna be ready when my mom.
Oh, he's gonna hit me. He's gonna come and tell me it's worth. Oh, this is cool. Super B. This is cool.
This one.
Oh shit. Oh, $93,000. Oh shit. What are you guys smoking in there? Oh, dude, that's crazy. 93 grand. Whoa. Somebody's.
I like you. I'm gonna help you.
Oh, dude, I love this car, but sweet baby Jesus, what in the Santa Claus smoking crack is happening? 60. Holy shit. That's a Mercedes S-Class.
Hold on. How much that MSRP?
63?
Okay. I
Shit, I want 100 for my car.
I set up no markup. Then.
I want 100 for my car. Oh shit, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why. Who did the markup? I'm gonna ask you.
Somebody in there
When
smoking
the-
dope, dude.
When the markup. When
Back
the,
then.
Back then, yeah, but that's
Yeah,
still
right
the
now,
same.
right now.
Still the same, brother.
Yeah, I'm the only guy here.
Look,
Watch this.
how the
Hello,
real estate-
hello.
No,
Is
we
there
have-
any other buyers here?
Yeah, we do have.
There's no other buyers here.
This
Is
guy-
there anybody who wants to buy it? They got 6 TRXs. No, dude. Go again.
7.
7 TRXs.
Yeah.
Holy shit, sandwich.
So everybody back in days was trying to be smart and I have equity, I'm gonna go sell.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Well, then give me 70 grand for my car, man.
It's the the auction value how much for it?
40 grand?
48.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
trying
already
to push
know.
it as much as to earn your business.
No, because
value.
but it's gonna go up 5 times in value. It's gonna be worth $500,000. Look at this nice Charger, 201,000. What the hell? 201,000 for this Hellcat. Doesn't even say if it's a red eye. Is it a red eye? It's a wide body jailbreak. You know, 201,000 on the sticker for this guy. What in the hell? $201,000. 201,870. Somebody is smoking dope. Oh my god. They're asking 201,000. Oh shit. For a freaking Hellcat?
Okay, my manager he said he will pay you 60 grand for your car.
That's not horrible. That's not horrible. You know, but then you want 200.
But in the end, what car are you looking for? That's why.
I like that car, but that's
Like if I'm paying you
201,000.
here, they're gonna mark up here, you know?
That's what happens, right?
Yeah.
So
it's
what's
like-
this? What's this one right
And
here?
then I will be fair to you and see what's the best I
Wait,
can
what
do.
is
Which one are you looking for?
it's a regular old Hellcat, man? Wide body. Regular old Hellcat wide body.
Regular.
Damn, they want 100 grand over. That's not a. All right, so they just offered me $60,000 for my Scat Pack Swinger Special Edition, which is not horrible, really. It's not horrible. I mean, but I guarantee you they're going to want max money on their car. But what the hell? I paid $66,000, 6 months, last 6 grand. $6,800, 7 grand. I put 9,000 miles on it. So that's not bad, but here's what I told you guys in one of my last videos is generally when they offer you a lot higher, because he said at auction they're going for $48,000. So at $48,000, why would they give me 60 unless they're going to gross me on the other car? You got an opportunity to make
My sales
so
manager.
much money
This is the one who's putting the
on
markup, huh?
this car. You're the one smoking dope.
I'm the one smoking
What are you
dope, a little
smoking?
bit of
You got any
everything.
more in there?
Yeah,
Shit.
come on, I have
Dude,
some
you want
of mine.
100,000 over on a regular old Hellcat.
Who said
Okay,
I was gonna
Brad,
do it? Who said I was
Roger,
gonna do
The
it?
okay.
sticker, the sticker.
The sticker says one thing. What if I get somebody to pay me
So
all
you
that money?
lying? You lying to me?
No,
too?
man,
You
if
lying?
someone pays me 100 grand,
Well,
I'll
how's that
take
song
it.
go?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Stop lying.
Nah, I'm not gonna go 100K over on it. Don't worry about
Holy
it.
shit, man.
But I mean,
Now,
so
60's fair, but I know I'm not gonna get any money.
I'm not doing 100K.
But you know what the
over
guy
on it.
told me when I bought that? It's gonna go up in value, man. It's the last call. Last one. They're only gonna make electric after that. It's only 1 or 200. It's a special edition. You guys lie. You guys lie your asses off.
Stop fucking lying.
Shit, he just told me somebody bought a demon because it's gonna go up to 500,000 in 10 years. I got a Lambo that's not gonna go to 500,000.
That's why I think, honestly though, the demon market's crazy. It's a little crazy.
It's
I've
dropped
had
so
people,
much though.
It has, because
And don't you guys have a big floor plan? They hold up. That's
Oh,
many cars.
100%. You know, the
sell
flooring
some
is costing us.
All right, so let's get this video started. That was fun. I know I'm sick in the head. I enjoy going to these dealerships. I enjoy talking to the salespeople and the general managers. I enjoy hearing the crazy stuff come out of their mouths and breaking them down and getting them to come clean with me on stuff. And it's just fun. I mean, and I do miss buying cars in dealerships where it was just a fair negotiation, where it was mano a mano, and they're gonna wrestle you. Some of this stuff with these markups, just it's kind of unfair. You put $100,000 markup on the car, then by the time I leave, they're like, "What if we did the deal for sticker?" It's like, seriously, what if we did the deal for sticker? Like, why did you first told me, well, we could do 15, 20, and then by the time I'm walking to my car taking off, it's like, what if we did the Hellcat for sticker? I'm like, it needs to be 10 under sticker. I hate to say it, but 10 under sticker, I'm a buyer, and 60,000 for my car. There's no way in hell they would do that deal, because they know they'd get killed on my car on the secondary market, and they'll get somebody to pay sticker, maybe even a little bit more if they sit on the Hellcat a little bit. But today we're going to talk about floor plan. But I do just got to say this, that when I'm out here doing this with these guys, it's not to shame them or to make them look bad. I just hate to say this because I get beat up in the comments when I do, but I like those dudes. Like, outside of the whole shady dealer crap, like, both of them were like, no, back it up, like, whatever, we'll sell the car, we'll come off the price, and they just want to make a living. So I get that. It is buyer beware. It's really all about buyer beware when you're buying a car, and it frankly always has been. Right now it's just more of, be careful, don't fall for the car's gonna quintuple in 5 years and you're gonna get rich off that car, because my swinger's worth less than I paid for it, and I'm good with it. I enjoy this car, I have fun with this car, and I make really good money on this YouTube channel. Believe it or not, this year has been amazing. Thank you all. So the car makes me money. It's all good, and I'm fine. But this isn't to beat up on those guys. It's just to show you all the reality of what it's like walking onto a dealership, to see the amount of cars on the dealership, to confirm the content of my video is legitimate too, so nobody thinks that I'm just making stuff up. And when that sales manager confirmed that they got floor plan expenses that are just hammering them every single month, it's costing them money to have that many cars sitting on the lot, that it just makes a perfect segue into this video. So let's talk about that floor plan. It's something that you all, I think, should know, need to know, and it helps you in your negotiating process with these dealers, because when you walk on a dealership with large amounts of inventory, then you have to know that there's a percentage of that lot that is financed. Those cars aren't just all paid for in cash generally. I mean, if there's some super wealthy billionaire that owns the dealership and he doesn't need to borrow money to have all those cars there, then good for them. But I would say the vast majority of these dealerships, whether new or used, and most of these that I'm talking about today are both new and used, they use what's called the floor plan, and it's financing collateralized with the cars that they're buying from the manufacturer or that they're buying from the auction. Oftentimes Manheim or others are helping finance that floor plan, especially on the used cars, and there's large finance companies out there. Just Google them, you can read all about them, you can read their sales pitches. But the bottom line is, it's generally fairly high interest, short-term financing, collateralized on the cars, meaning all those cars in that lot potentially have loans on them that are secured by those cars, obviously, that have interest rate that's compounding every month that they need to keep paying on. So the longer those cars sit there, the more cars that sit there, the more it costs them. Now, in me watching a lot of videos and reading a lot about this stuff, a very healthy dealership, let's say a very healthy, smaller dealership, might have 25% of their cars on floor plan in a very healthy market. So if you look back when the dealers were making massive amounts of money back in late 2020, 21, part of 2022, they were collecting so much in deposits on incoming cars, on cars getting built, that they were very likely using your deposits, your upfront $25,000 deposit, or some $2,000 deposit, $5,000 deposits, $10,000 deposits. They were likely using a lot of that money to offset their floor plan costs, and meaning have a lower percentage of their lot actually on a floor plan, which allowed them to play the markup game longer. So they could sit on those cars a lot longer because it wasn't costing them a bunch of money in interest and fees to have them sitting there. It was, the only issue they were dealing with was the standard lot rot issue with batteries dying and you know, tires getting old, rubber getting old, and all that stuff. But for the most part, as long as they moved them around a bunch, they were able to keep those things fine. So they kept their costs really, really low without having to go more than 25-30% of their cars on the floor plan financing. There's something that I've heard from dealers and dealers that I've spoken to, that I'm friends with, that I've had open up to me. They talk about the floor plan creep, which they're sitting at 25% in the good times, and they're able to turn over enough cars to keep their interest very minimal that they're paying on that floor plan. They're making enough profit on the cars they're selling, so it makes sense, and they're staying very profitable. It's a very healthy dealership. But as the market slows and cars stop selling, they need to get cash, so they start increasing the percentage of their lot that's on floor plan. And anywhere, once you start reaching 60, 70, 80%, even 100% of the cars that are on a floor plan financing plan, accumulating interest every single month, fees, inspection fees, all the fees that come along with getting those kinds of financing, those kinds of loans, to have all those cars sitting on the lot, they are eating away at any possible profit that they can get. And the challenge with that is at a certain point, they're underwater no matter what they do. And now it's all about just liquidating the cars or defaulting on their floor plan and getting their cars repoed by the bank and sent to auction to turn into cash. That's worst case scenario. Well, what I believe, and based on conversations I've had confidentially with some dealers and friends of mine at dealers and salespeople, have shared with me that they are definitely becoming more and more over leveraged on their floor plans, which is why so many dealers are turning away cars from the manufacturer, why they don't want to take more used cars. The other thing is that since they're getting underwater on their floor plan, that they aren't going to make any money on the car. There's no profit on that car, so they need you to use their financing. They need to steal your trade from you. They definitely need to liquidate these cars and get those banks paid down so they can reduce the amount of cars they have on their floor plan. But that becomes very, very difficult when there's a large amount of inventory on the lot and it's not selling. And lots of things like Hornets and SXTs and GTs that are just taking up so much square footage out on their lots and not selling. And that's why you're seeing the GTs, SXTs, 5,000 under sticker, 7,000 under sticker, super good deals. Scat packs are starting to sell at good deals, especially the standard body scat packs, RTs, rebates for these things. All this stuff's happening to help move these things off, because the last thing anyone needs, any of these dealers need or want, and certainly Dodge doesn't want, is any of these dealers defaulting on these cars. Now, with new cars, most likely what would happen before those cars would ever go to auction is they would sell them to another dealer who's in a better financial position. They certainly would not want those going to auction with stickers on the windows. And I gotta imagine, don't know this for sure, that Dodge would probably step in, the manufacturer step in and say, how can we help make sure that that kind of thing doesn't happen. Because I gotta imagine there's gotta be some rules behind that. But it doesn't matter, because if a dealership's going down, or they're getting so far behind their floor plan, and they're paying so much interest, they've got to free up some cash. So let's talk about how to free up some cash. Well, here's the easiest way. If you can't get markups on any of your other cars, meaning you're certainly not gonna get markups on Hornets, GTs, SXTs, RTs, Scat Packs, regular body, Hellcats, you're not getting markups on those, then you're going to be selling either at a very small, thin margin profit, or you're going to be losing money on those cars. Well, that's a problem. So how do you, but if you can do financing, if you can sell add-ons, then great, you can make money on that kind of stuff, and that's why they push so hard. But how in the hell can they free up some cash to cover their interest on their floor plans, or at least keep from ending up at a 70, 80, 90% plus floor plan as inventory sits and they have to borrow more money to keep these cars sitting there and keep paying interest? Well, the easiest way is to look to the cars that they could still get markups on, like the Demons, like maybe some Red Eyes, and like these guys are trying to get markups on a regular Hellcat jailbreak wide body. And that means it's 717 horsepower. It's not the 797. And they're asking these big markups. And a few other nice cars, like that Sublime Green. If they can get some ding-a-ling to come in there and give them 10 over and feel like they got a deal because they're asking 20 over, that's $10,000 they can shovel straight over to the interest on their floor plan. If they sell a Demon for 100 over, or 100 plus over, 120 over, they can shovel that money right over to help cover their floor plan, or pay off some of their floor plan to be able to sit on cars longer. So if you think about this, they're not going to get 100 over for Demons anymore. They're certainly not getting 100 over for Hellcats. They're going to have a hell of a time getting 10 over on a Hellcat, 5 over. At this point, we've all kind of caught on. It's just not going to happen. They'll sit on those cars forever. But if they can get any markup, let's just say a Demon, and instead of 100 over, you go in and offer them $50,000 over, you're in the driver's seat. You've got them. And here's why. I promise you, somebody at that dealership is going, we could free up $50,000 in cash, get one expensive car off of our floor plan, and which is, let's say $110,000 their invoice, or whatever the hell it is, get that off of their floor plan, which helps keep 2 or 3 smaller cars on their lot without any loans on them, and they stop paying interest on that big chunk of money. And if they could pick up 50,000, watch, 40,000, 35,000, 25,000, could that help them in paying the interest for a couple of months? And that is money that has been found. It fell from the heavens, because it wasn't money that they expected to get, they were just hoping to get. It's just cash infused directly in, profit on one car more than they would make by selling, let's say, 6 or 7 cars. So if they can make $25,000 or $30,000, that's probably more profit they'd make on 6 or 7 cars, smaller cars, that they can use to cover the interest for a couple of months and keep holding firm on their prices on the other cars. And frankly, live longer, survive longer as their floor plan balloons. But I'll tell you right now, I guarantee you that every dealership out there that is not independently wealthy beyond any of our imagination is sitting there saying, we can't get beyond, let's say, 50, 60, 70% of our cars being on a floor plan, financing plan, with that much interest coming in every single month that we got to pay. There's no way that they're comfortable with that. There's meetings saying, we need to free up some cash. Meaning, if there's a Demon on the lot, you want to walk in and offer them 30 grand over, I think you've got a better chance than you've ever had to get one of these dealers, and just look at how many cars are on their lot, to get them to free up some cash immediately to be able to put towards that floor plan expense. And I think it's going to happen more and more, because things aren't going to get better. And you know what else they know? They know that they are sitting in one of the most uncertain places they've ever been with a bunch of these electric cars that are coming, and they don't know that they're going to sell. They don't know if they're going to sell or how long it's going to take to sell them, but they've got to take them. They've got to take them, which means they're going to have to start getting rid of a bunch of cars off their floor plan to be able to get these cars brought in. So you're going to see some deals coming up as the new cars start showing up, not because the new cars are going to be so hot, so great, people aren't going to want the old cars, because the dealers have to keep increasing their floor plan if they're just going to add more cars to their dealership. So they're going to be moving stuff just to get cash moved onto their books or to get their floor plan reduced so that they're not in as precarious a position financially. So with that, everybody, be strong. It's going to get better for us. Hold tight. Do not pay massive markups. If you want a Demon 170, go get it. But I would tell you, I wouldn't pay more than 25 over, maybe 30 over. I think you can get them for 35 over if you really want them. That's, I think, fairly fair. But outside of that, don't be paying 100 over. Just let them sit on that car. Trust me when I tell you, those cars are how they're going to pay their floor plan costs if they can get any kind of markup at all, and they're not going to be sitting there waiting for the 100. They're open-minded. So with that, everybody, please like, subscribe, comment, share this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.